Hey guys, welcome back to the K-Math video. We're going to be discussing how to solve trigonometry application word problems with two angles of elevation or depression, with only one known side. So let's read this problem out. Find the height at PB of the mountain whose base and peak are inaccessible. At point A, the angle of elevation is the peak is 30. 1 kilometer closer to the mountain. The point C, the angle of elevation is 35. So we see these already labeled for us. And we see this kilometer apart from the two angles. It's already labeled for us. So we got 35, 30, and 1 kilometer apart. So knowing this, we can't just use the simple trigonometry application by using the tan of 35 to get the opposite adjacent, because we would just get two variables and we would not be able to do anything from there. But we also know that if we have two variables, we have two sets of equations, we can put them equal to each other and simplify the variables for that way. And we know that we have two different equations because we can set up a trigonometry application for this outer triangle and this inner triangle because we have both of their angles. So but first of all, let's make sure we classify our variables. We're going to label this x, and then we're going to label this as y. And we know this outer side is going to be simply x plus 1 because the only difference between the two is that this is 1 kilometer apart from x, from this angle. So now we're going to set up our equation. We're going to use this first smaller triangle and use the tan of 35 to get y over x. Remember, we can't do anything with that, so we got to find the other equation. So we're using this bigger triangle now. Now it's the tan of that, so tan 30 equals y. This time x plus 1 because this is a bigger triangle is using this bigger measurement. Now we have this. We have to find a way to make them equal to each other. You know the y, they both have a y on both sides. We can instantly isolate that on one side. So we're just going to multiply both sides by the bottom denominator. And we're going to get here tan 35 x is equal to y, and on this second equation we're going to get tan 30 x plus 1 equal to y. Alright, so now we can simplify this out further. So tan 35, we can put that into our calculator. We get y is equal to 0.7. And the second one, tan 30, is going to be 0.58. X, and we're distributing here. So this goes into there and this goes to that. Plus 0.58. Okay, now we have these two equations. We can easily apply substitution here to get rid of the y. So let's do that. So it's going to be, so this is x, guys. I forgot to put that. 0.7x is equal to 0.58 x plus 0.58. And we successfully put substitution and remove the y variable. Now we combine like terms. So we remove this from this side. We get, let's check that up, 0.7 minus 0.58 would be 0.12x is equal to 0.58. Continue out the algebra, get 0.58 divided by 0.12, and here we get x is equal to 4.83 repeating, but we can just round it to the 3 here. Now we have that. Let's zoom out a little bit, get some more space. Now we have this x. Look back at our figure. We have this line covered, and we know that if we have a line and we have an angle, we can apply a trigonometry application. So we can use here the tan of 35 over the opposite adjacent, but this time we have x, so we can plug that in. Let's write that out. Tan of 35. We're using the smaller one because it's an extra step to use a bigger one and have to do x plus 1 instead of just x. So tan 35 is equal to y, what are we solving for, and x. And we're plugging in 4.83 here into x. So that's going to be tan, we just rewrite it out real quick. And we'll have to solve for y here. So we're going to isolate it by multiplying the denominator. I'm going to get tan 5 equals y. Okay? So now we just solve this part out, and we will get y because y is already isolated. So it's going to be tan 35 times 4.83, which will get our final answer of y is equal to 3.38. This is going to be our length. I check back here. We see that it correlates exactly to what the question wants, which is find the height of PB. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, leave comments in the description below. Tell me what I'll see in the future videos. See you guys.